Where the hell they at? Where are my peasants? Where are my peasants? Is anyone in here? Hello? Y'all can't hear me? I'm sick of this shit.
If you come on in here, you're running late as usual.
This is my show.
So get your ass in here, Susan.
This is my show. You don't tell me what to do.
Baby, you have original death.
Urbanish with Tiffany Terrell and LT.
Well, excuse me, LT.
Good morning.
Whatever.
Do you have my coffee?
No, I got you there.
You are now tuned in to the People's Choice Show, Urbanish, with Tiffany Terrell and LT, with real talk and real people on X360 FM radio.
Welcome back to Urbanish. I am your host, Tiffany Terrell, and I have my lovely co-host here with me. How y'all doing this morning?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
How you gonna speak? You ain't even the co-host, Richard. You the. And then I have my producer here with me, Mr. Regis Bell. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm all right, except if you up there. I said co-host. You talking about something? Hey,
I'm everything.
we have
Everything. Right. He's everything.
right.
Yes, honey.
And our lovely special guest. How are you, ma'am? Can you let the people know who you are?
Hi, my name is Tivoni, and I am the owner of Tivoni Art and the High Priestess 2020. So, yeah, I'm Tivoni.
So, of course, you guys know this is Urbanish Radio Live Quarantine Edition. So we still are sheltering in place, even though some of y'all monkeys out there running around. I seen y'all last weekend. I need y'all to go back in the house. They some monkeys.
They funeral this week.
So we're gonna talk about something that happened in Brunswick, Georgia. Basically a young man was gunned down by some good old rednecks. Yeah. So on February 23rd, 2020, Gregory, what's his name? McMichael says he saw Mr. Abrey and believed he resembled the suspect in a series of break-ins. He and his son armed themselves and pursued him in a pickup truck. In the police report, Gregory says he and his son said, stop, we want to talk to you, and that Mr. Abrey had attacked his son. Shots were fired, Mr. Abrey falling into the street in Scintilla Shores neighborhood. And a number of calls were made to the emergency services around the time of the confrontation, CBS reports. In one 911 call, a neighbor said a black man was seen at a home under construction in the area. When asked what the man was doing, now the caller said he's running down the street. Mr. Abrey's mother, Wanda Cooper Jones, said police told her son had been involved in a burglary before the incident, but the family said they do not believe the Ken Jogger had committed a crime and was unarmed. So it has been a nationwide uproar erupted this week over the case as mobile phone video emerged that appeared to show the shooting. The 36-second footage reportedly taken by another man in the neighborhood shows that McMichael's waiting for Mr. Abrey as he jogs down the road in broad daylight. Only after a worldwide outrage on social media by celebrities and people of color were Gregory, age 64, and Travis, age 34, were detained on Thursday by the State Bureau, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation.
In broad daylight.
Brunswick, Georgia. 912.
Can't even take a run. Get some exercise.
I don't know. I'm to the point where I'm tired. of even reporting stuff, because when it first came out and people started reporting it, I seen it, but I didn't recently share until they did something about it. Because I get tired of sharing things, especially of us being gunned down and nothing is done. And it's sad because it's the sign of PTSD. Because anytime you can sit up there and share something that horrific, certain stuff should make us cringe. Certain stuff should make us feel a certain kind of way, like in the pits of our stomach. But it doesn't, because we're so used to it. So that's the sign of having PTSD. So it's like, I'm like, okay, so is it going to be a trend again? Or is it going to die off after, everybody's saying this weekend they're going to go out and do the run, in his honor or whatever. But is it going to be a continuation of all the Sandra Bland's, the Trayvon Martins? Like, is it going to just die out while we forget and we go back to our normal lives,
Yes,
So
absolutely is. You know that. You know that to be true. We rally, and until I guess our voice is heard just a little bit, and once it's heard, we get a little publicity or we get a little, hype on the situation. It all goes away. So I'm just, I just wish that he had practiced social distancing, because then it had your black behind not been out running.
Yeah.
No, that's not cool. I mean, he was 6 feet away. He wasn't close to nobody. He's out.
I mean, no, I'm not saying that. I just kind of
exercising.
wish that, in a sense, like, I kind of feel like that would have saved his life. Do you understand what I'm saying? In a sense, like, we were supposed to be in the house anyway. You know what I mean?
Not necessarily.
If it wasn't him, it would have been somebody else.
You think it would have been somebody else?
I think he was just a victim of circumstances.
Okay.
Honestly, and I don't think that it's nothing that you can premeditate not doing to prevent it. That's just it's good and it's bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's.
Yeah. So did they say that the man? And did they confirm that the man was actually the man who was breaking in, or was it just alleged?
He was just out running, and there was straight racism. Straight racism.
They were looking for niggas.
So when you watch the video, those guys were prepared. They were looking.
So he was honestly an innocent bystander, literally running.
Driving, waiting for him to run by them so they can confront him. And then when they confronted him, they got into a little scuffle and they just start shooting him.
And that's what I say. It's a victim of circumstance.
And this happened what day? Like, because they said they didn't get arrested until Thursday. Right? So, how long were they out before they got arrested?
February 23rd.
And they're just now arresting the guys only because the video came out. And then all of a sudden now you want to start arresting people.
Be kidding me. February
and February.
Yeah. And if nobody had brought any attention to it, bringing the video out, nothing, I feel like nothing would have been done.
No, nothing would have been done. You know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
so
messed up.
We got away with it for a moment, huh?
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
Just like, it just reminds me of that Texas shooting.
And in February, we didn't even have no quarantine, so wouldn't have saved him nowhere. He was honestly an innocent bystander. Right.
Yeah. Sad, but true.
That's crazy.
But what irritates me is that, we don't stand behind our own people until a celebrity does. Until Michelle Obama says, hey, that's not okay. Or until Beyonce says, I want him arrested. Then all of a sudden everybody else wants to rally up for the moment. We keep having these moments, but this has been decades of the same thing going on over and over again with no resolve. And
but we do it to each other.
Not that people aren't getting arrested.
But we do it to each other.
It hasn't stopped.
They don't take us seriously because we do it to each other. You understand what I'm saying? And I think I've said it once before. If you look at all the rest of the races who can stick together, you got the Chinese, they stick together. You got the Latinos, the Mexicans, the Hispanics, they all stick together. You got the Caucasians, they stick together, but you get to us niggas.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that means. I don't know why we feel like we have to be crabs in a barrel, but we have that
But see, that comes from people not knowing, like with that. The only reason why that happens is because everything cool and copacetic when everybody doing like at the same level. And then when you try to go above that, now all of a sudden you make me feel bad about myself. Now I need to attack you. That's what that is. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
so
something.
Why do we do that to each other? That's my question. Because that's how we're getting here. So, like Tiffany said, we'll protest for, a moment. And then once, we've gotten the light and shed the light on the situation, we let it go. But I kind of feel like we only let it go because of the mentality that
because it's relevant. But the thing is the problem is it's not an actual lifestyle. No, if you want to be honest. I feel as though like people aren't really living a lifestyle where I honestly honor my friend. I honestly honor my brother, and it's beneficial. So what happens is it's always gonna repeat if nobody really addressing nobody addressing themselves. You know what I mean? Like you can't fix nobody else. You can't fix other people. You have to fix yourself, and then once you do that, it'll be you know what I mean? It's like a chain. That's how it gets fixed. When people start getting fed up of themselves and their surroundings. If you don't like your surroundings, you change it. Boom. All right.
We ain't fed up yet, though. See, that's my issue. Why we not fed up? That's another thing.
We don't have enough money power to be fed up.
How we don't have enough money power when you just told me 2 things that
because we don't spend our money in our own community.
We don't own nothing. What do we own? We don't own nothing. So
our money stay in our community.
We don't spend the money to where, like right now, coronavirus, and it's affecting more of the African Americans. Like, are we putting together a fund so the African Americans that are essential workers can stay at home and not go out here and catch COVID-19?
Nope.
We don't have them type of funds. So we don't have the leisure. I don't have the leisure of going outside of my house, of going to really.
I won't say we ain't got the funds. I would say we don't have the backing, maybe, or the people that would actually push that particular issue. Because if we spend and we spend too much money in wigs and clothes and shoes and things, so you're not gonna tell me.
But that money is not in our community. Money is spent back into the United States of America.
That's the problem. We have a lot of money, but we give it to other people. We spend it
but that's that crabs in the barrel mentality. That's what I mean by that. Like, we won't help each other. Like, we refuse.
But that's because it's comfortable. It's comfortable for people to do what they know. So that's why nobody gonna do nothing about it, because it's comfortable to say, I don't have this because I don't have that support, when really it's just within myself. I have, you know what I mean? Like it's like that for everything. And it's still, you can still make a change, right? You can still make a change, but you got to be honest with yourself, honest with your people, honest with your business, honest with your situations on what is it that I'm pushing? Where is it that my attention is? What am I putting that into? That's what's gonna go crazy. If my attention is in, if it's in drama, if it's in this and that, then that's where it's gonna stay, because that's what I know. That's what is comfortable. The real part comes from, okay, let me be real with myself and strong about, all right, I don't like this, or I realize that I do this. Okay, how can I change that about myself? Do that, and now I'm living it. Now someone else can do that too, because you can't lie and say that you didn't do it, because you already, you know what I mean? Yeah.
All right, so welcome our special guest, Tivoni. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for being on this morning. Well, afternoon, technically, half, I don't know. But beside this technical difficulties we're having, let's jump right into your interview. So, what's your background story? I see you were in the U.S. Army from 2014 to 2019. So what did you do there, and how was that transition from serving to owning your own art gallery?
I was a radar operator. And I was a single parent the whole time during my career. I picked up art as a way of like being able to breathe when I was done with that, you know, and my kids were asleep. I got medically retired in October, and my unit was like very, very supportive, and they let me stay home and basically set up my business so that way when I did transition out, I could just solely work on that and solely focus on that, so that, because that's where my full passion was, you know. And when I left the Army, I wanted to, you know, like really explore the world, really see everything for what it was, really get invested and figure out what everything was, and give my kids like a full blown, like different experience just of the world, you know, because we had not seen anything. So I felt like Texas, where I was at, it wasn't like reflecting the type of energy, the type of energy that my business needed. Like it wasn't, I didn't feel like I could grow there, you know? So I decided to sell all my things. I gave my house up. Like I just left everything, got all my stuff in a U-Haul and my kids. And we drove from Texas to Georgia. And I just felt like this is where I need to be, and that I would be able to come here and just be able to completely be myself, completely be open, you know, just showcase my art, showcase my spirituality. And I knew that I would be very successful here and I could flourish, you know what I mean? Like I could be supported for being me, because nobody can expect nothing of me here but to be me. So, and in the Army, you can't be who you want to be, you know? So that's why it was a big, big switch for me. So I'm glad I made that change to do this.
We're glad to have you here in Atlanta, honey.
Thank you.
Welcome to the cave.
That's right. This is the place where the players play, so you got to stay focused.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Were there any challenges that you faced running 3 businesses?
Yes. When I first started my businesses, everything was fun. Everything was, you know, because I honestly wanted to do that. It was fun, and there was no expectations. The only trouble, like the only thing that kind of messes with me a little bit or is uncomfortable or struggle for me in running the businesses is not caring about expectation, is being undeniably me, making what I want to make. And I've been in a period where I've been paralyzed by expectations and fear to the point where I can't paint because I'm so like critical on myself, you know? So that's something that's the only thing I feel as though I struggle with, is the expectation, because I'll do something and I feel like I need to, you know, I need to go above and beyond, or that's what people expect of me. So that's the only thing that I would struggle with, is just, you know, being comfortable.
Okay. So what does your work aim to say about you?
How I feel. It's I like it to be a encounter or feeling. Like if you look at my artwork and you are viewing it, I want you to feel something. I want it to hit you. I want it to make sense. I don't want it to be a pretty picture or something cute that's just hanging in your house. I want it to be something that is like, it has energy on it. It has a bold statement, you know?
Conversation piece.
Very dynamic and bold.
Somebody walks in and says, "Who did that?"
Right.
What does that mean to you? Yes, I love pieces like that.
Yeah.
That's how I am about my hair. It got to speak to me.
Yeah.
So what you call this hair that you got now?
This is a gay wonderland, baby. Ow!
I can't.
Tell us about your artwork that's behind you.
So, let's see. This one here is my self-portrait that I did of myself, and I wanted to, thank you. I wanted to capture, like my water element and then my moon element. So you have the eclipse on this side, and the sun and the water over here, which represents like my connection to earth and spirit and the moon. Like I'm very, very like invested in that, you know, and just my energy. So I felt like with my picture, I wanted to do that. This one is from my career, and it's more so like just having a voice and speaking out for the women who serve of all colors, but more importantly, you know, how I swore into something and I, you know, promised to die for this, and I surrendered my life for this. I just felt as though, you know, in certain aspects, towards their program for sexual abuse and sexual assault, that the same, like that, it wasn't reciprocated, I feel as though. So this piece just talks about how, you know, you can't really speak on how you feel. And with the I am strong on over the face, that is the slogan for the SHARP program. And it stands for intervene, act, motivate. So the I am strong, I'm still standing here, I'm still being strong, I'm still gonna keep moving, I'm still gonna do my job, I'm still gonna intervene for other people, I'm still gonna act. But, you know, that's how profound that was for me. And this one is just about, this is Hatshepsut. She is the second female pharaoh that ruled as pharaoh. And after she died, they like erased all of her, they erased a lot of her her history and the things that describe, you know, what she did. There's very, very few information about her. So when I painted it, again, I wanted to kind of cover up her eyes, kind of cover up her mouth, her nose, and kind of like a mummy effect, you know? But you could tell that it's very suffocating, so that I can imagine that that was very suffocating for her. And I haven't finished the rest of it because it hasn't come to me, but that's just what I'm getting from that, you know?
Wow.
I like that. I like that.
That was my next question. You went right into it. How does your work comment on current social or political issues? So you just went right into it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
who are your biggest influences?
My biggest influences would be, I say Erykah Badu for one. One, because she just undeniably herself, like just undeniably, right? And that's something that I admire a lot. Most of my support, who I admire, has to be like the women of my family, because they're all like stupid, ridiculous, strong. Like they could do anything. They could build a house. You know what I'm saying? Like they can
build
do
a
anything.
house.
Mm-hmm.
Literally,
Yes.
they could build one. They could build one by themselves.
That's tough.
And yeah, and so like,
Because I can't build no house, baby. So yes, honey.
Honey, they can build one. They can do it. They can do it all. There's nothing that they can't do.
I can barely hang a picture up on the wall right now.
Exactly, same. So I look up to them, like my mom, my grandma, my auntie, like they are stupid strong. And I don't let myself, you know what I'm saying, let it up, because I admired it. I want to be that strong. I don't want to be, woe is me. I want to be like, I'm about mine, you know, everything. Yeah.
So
and
I also see that you do live readings. So how did that come about?
Honestly, it sounds weird, but I got my cards from my mom. She had bought them, and I pushed that away. I didn't want to mess with it, because I was like, that's not from, you know, because I was raised in as a Christian, heavenly, and that's what I believed in, you know. So I started doing it for my friends and myself, just, you know, for a little while. And they was just like, you know, Tivoni, like I seen the change instantly in them and myself. So I was like, okay, maybe I'm really supposed to do this, you know. But it was more so God pushing me to be like, now to be like, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that. And now I live my life like constantly 110%. There's not a moment like that I'm not in conversation with God, with my angels, with my ancestors, with my spirit. And it was kind of like they got me, because once I got the cards, I didn't care for it. But it was just one day that like I felt as though like everything, I felt like the world had opened up to me. It was really weird. I couldn't explain it. But I started doing my lives. I've been doing it for 7 months now, and it's been growing like crazy. The love is crazy. And it's more so again like about me being comfortable doing that without nobody else thinks, you know, because I know that it's my purpose. Because when I do readings, it's not tarot. Like I may have cards, that may be that, but I don't need cards to read people and read energy. That's just my gift. And I know that that's what God wants me to do. So it just so happens that I do it through my artwork. I do it through cards. And I just love doing the live because it helps so many people. Like, yeah, I charge for a service, but it's more free than anything. And it's just real. And it's it's like my blog. It's like my vlog, like my live video journal. And I tell them, you know, or our mission is to grow as we go and to heal together, to extend love to people that don't understand why they feel the way they feel and don't know. Or to, you know what I'm saying, someone in your family that don't know why they act like that. And it's about figuring out why, like, what, okay, God, what's really going on? What are you really trying to tell me? Like, what's really going on? We have open conversations like that on my live. And it's just, the cards is how, you know, a regular person or any people, they'll like, okay, I see what you're doing. Because I couldn't just walk up to somebody and be like, you know, this and this and that. And they'd be like, what the hell? That's how I'm able to communicate with them. But it's gotten so crazy. The love is so crazy. So I know that it's going to take off. And it's such a healing, loving energy that you can go in my comments. Them people going to welcome you in. They're going to take care of you because we're family. And they never met me. But that love is real. So it's just a healing thing. And I don't know. He using me. So I'm just being used. You know? I'm just being used on live. That's it.
I'm happy to see you.
Yeah, it's a lot of people that feels like that a lot of that stuff is witchcraft, and I laugh every time I hear it.
It's true. It's true because you know there are people who use tarot for darkness. They use tarot.
I understand that. Yeah.
Yeah. But
also us being like African. Like that's something that's embedded, that's in us, that's been within us for years, you know. And the fact that I am a Jesus lover. You'll hear me talk about baby Jesus all the time, but at the same time, like I know who I am. I know where I came from, and I get readings done a whole lot. I believe in crystals. I believe in earth magic. Is what I call it. I really believe.
Yeah.
So, what advice would you give to other artists looking to build a brand and open up their own galleries?
I would tell them to use what you have, where you are. Like, don't make excuses for yourself. Literally, if you wanna be the next Picasso, damn it, then who's to say you're not the next Picasso?
Right.
You know, you gotta believe it. If that's what you want, you gotta believe that. And who's to say that you're not? And actually do the work. Actually show up for yourself. Actually, do what you want to do because it's what you want to do, not because nobody else feels no type of way about what you paint or anything else. Just do it because that's what you want to do, and your support and your help will come to you if you just do what you want to do and what makes you happy and act in your art and just be undeniable you. You'll get your support, and you don't need a lot. You can use your camera. You can go live. You can paint. You can showcase your stuff. Talk about your art. There's no reason as to why you can't do it too. It's just about wanting to do it. So I tell them just, do it. Just get out there. Just start doing shit. That's what I would tell them.
Come on, Nike.
That's great advice.
Yeah. Because I did it with 2 kids in the military actively working, you know what I'm saying? And there's no help. There's no, I just I feel as though like I can't feel bad for certain people because I went through the military 5 years. I was sexually assaulted 3 times. Still came home and was like, I'm mommy, you know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't matter. I still got to get it done. They're not going to understand that. And then when I go to work, I still got to get it done. If I got to deploy, guess what? I still had to go because I still got to get it done. I didn't have time to say, oh, I can't do this, this, and that. But I made time in the midst of that to do this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That was your healing. Yeah, because it's important for you to heal as well.
Well, I was gonna ask that, like, okay, so how did you get healing, or how did you get to where you are now? Because I do understand you being sexually assaulted, but still having to move on. When you have kids, you don't have the choice whether to be mommy or daddy. You have to be those roles at all times. Whether you know, even if your leg got shot off, you still got to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So how did you grow in it, and then how did you not pass the bitterness down to your kids?
Right.
Because people do that. You know, we mad at Johnny, so they mad at Johnny. They don't even know why they mad at Johnny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So how did you overcome
okay, so one when it did happen, I know it sounds terrible, but I ate it. That was one. I ate it. I accepted it. I know exactly what part I played in. If it's not my fault, if it is my fault, I ate it 100%, right? Then I did get help. I had to be open with my feelings, and I went to counselors. I talked to my friends, and then I started painting, you know? So then that was my healing process. But I won't say that I didn't struggle a little bit. Like I won't say that I didn't struggle because it wasn't easy. Right. But it was just the fact that like I was like, I just wanted it too bad. I want more too bad to, you know what I'm saying, to let that make me bitter. Yeah. I refused. So it was, that stuff would happen. And like when when it would happen, I recognized it for what it was. I paint about it or heal about it. I never let my kids see any of it. Like I'm very protective and sheltered when it comes to them. And I look at it like I may be crazy. I may do a lot of things, but one thing I never did bad, I don't feel like as though I would try to fuck up, is my kids. So I never put that on them or anything like that. But I just learned from it, and I understood now. Back then, I did not understand. I drank, I smoked, I had to take time to myself to just be one, to figure out, okay, let me get every time that happened, I had to build myself back up. But it was a conversation that I had with myself that I knew that I wanted so much more. And it sounds crazy, but I was like, I don't know. Like I was just like, you know, like I just had to push through it. And with this, it's a funny thing now, is because the last time, you know, I said, you can't say nothing. I said something, and I said something big. I made a pain about it, you know? So now I'm on trial, you know, with the U.S. Army. Oh, Lord. Standing up for myself, but I'm standing up for myself, speaking up about what happened. Right. That's how I'm dealing with it. I'm not I understood it, but I'm still like I'm standing up for myself in that. Yeah. Like I don't want to be no victim, but I let them know, like you know what I'm saying, God gonna deal with you. Right. But I'm not gonna be your victim, bro. Like, nah. Right. So
that's how I was raised, because my grandmother, she always taught us, don't waddle and let a situation just consume you, to like kind of just go through the emotions and, you know, just, you know, let it go, pray about it, forgive the other person and move on from the situation. So I definitely understand your feelings on it, because a lot of people, you know, they'll be like, well, how can you feel that way? But you can't let stuff take over your whole life.
Yeah, because that's what it is. It's an attack on your life, and it's basically, you know, it's a make or break you. That can make you, or that can break you. And I just had to make a decision on which one I was gonna be.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah. So let us know. Well, tell people where they can find and purchase your artwork.
So if you guys are interested and you want to check out my artwork, you can go to TivoniSG.com and view all of my art and some videos. You can even book a reading. If you can also check me out on Facebook at The High Priestess 2020 and on Instagram and YouTube.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being with us today. Sorry for the rough patch, the technical difficulties, because we thought we was gonna be on Facebook this month. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for coming on and sharing your story. It's really a great story.
Thank you. I'm glad.
And I love
Happy
that.
to meet you. Yeah.
I absolutely
That's
love
a
the art.
Yeah.
Her story.
Maybe-
We might have to.
Get with
together and make a movie.
Zanai. Oh, well, I forgot. Retail stores are closed.
What'd you say, Reader?
I was going to say,
I'm saying it's a good story to write about.
Oh, yeah. I was about to say where you book it. Yeah.
I know, right? I need to do one. I you know, right now.
Well, we quarantine, baby. You got the rest of this year, honey. Don't worry. You got time.
Yeah. That's why I like the Facebook. I get to just do it live. I literally just show people my life.
Makes it easier,
live.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta go back and edit it. Love it. But yeah. Well, all right, lady. I know you got things to do today. Thank you so much for being on with us. We'll, be glad to have you back as well.
Yes, thank you. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have a great rest of y'all's day.
You
Thank
too.
y'all for having me.
Definitely.
You as well.
So we'll talk to you soon.
All righty. Y'all have a great day.
All right, you.
Bye.
Bye.
There we go.
Gotcha.
What you?
Is you eating the lip gloss there? How we get back from commercial and you eating the lip gloss? I'm confused. Well, just show the people then. Why not? Tell the people you eating lip gloss.
I don't see me.
My lip, it's gone now.
Wasn't it on there? You probably seen the light shining on my
Oh,
lip.
yeah, because that look like it now when you go back.
Mm-hmm.
That's the light.
Thought she had a chip on her lip.
I did.
Oh.
Okay.
Glad to get us some Sade lips.
Who?
Sade lips. My daughter's making lip gloss.
I seen that she was making it last night.
Mm-hmm. Y'all gonna have to hold on for a minute. I'm trying to tighten up my. See, it's coming loose.
What?
We back at the ceiling, child. Back out at the ceiling again. Back at the ceiling.
I'm waiting on y'all. I'm waiting on y'all.
I can't nobody see it but you.
Okay, I'm waiting on y'all.
We on.
Right.
All right, guys.
What?
Back by popular demand. Tell you I'm.
Toya, you was wearing me out, baby. You.
Yes, you're making me a pose.
I'm just taking after you, Regis, your
Instagram
post.
Yes, honey. My come hither. You better come hither, honey.
Ain't that Regis with his Instagram
Yes,
post?
baby. He was on the yes.
Y'all not gonna do me today.
You better pose.
Teach me
Look,
something.
Little did y'all know it takes 75 shots to get that one.
Right.
Yeah, I see, because I'm having a hard time my damn self.
All right, guys. Back by popular demand. Team Urbanish is back on your timeline.
You never know what you're going to get dealing with us.
Huh? Oh.
What you say?
They never know what they're going to get when they're dealing with us.
All right.
Yes, honey.
So let's go into J. Dior's tea, honey.
Oh, good morning.
Hello.
Morning.
Hello.
Y'all gave me that dry ass hello. I said good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good evening.
Honey, I had to act like I was in church, honey. I had to ask y'all, do it all over again. I don't know what's wrong with y'all tonight. What's going on? Huh? Wake up.
It's hot, baby. It's too hot.
Wake up, honey. Wake up. Honey, it is time for the tea, honey. And I am here to spill, baby. Yes, honey. So, listen, we're going to start off first with the bad news, okay? And then we'll get into the messy foolery, I love to call. Yeah, a little later. Y'all get into this bang, honey. Y'all can't see it, but you sure if you could, honey. You got to get into it. So, we have we have a memorial service of Little Women of Atlanta, Minnie Ross, to be live streamed. According to TMZ, Minnie's family will be holding a memorial for her this weekend, which only 10 of her closest loved ones can attend in person due to the coronavirus quarantine guidelines. The crash reports shows, based on eyewitness testimony, the responding officer observation, Minnie lost control of her car while traveling southbound on one side of the highway, causing her to jerk the steering wheel right. Cops say she went off the road briefly before violently swinging back to the left and colliding with another vehicle in the opposite lane. Neither she nor the other driver were ejected. Minnie was 34 on the day she died on April 27th. So, you guys know Little Women, that show was very popular, and it was the Atlanta franchise, and I do believe, what's her name from V103?
Miss Juicy, baby.
I know that they were very close friends. And so I know that's probably really affecting her at this present time. It's kind of crazy now that you can't even, pay respect. I don't think people realize how this corona thing is really affecting us, how you can't even say goodbye to your loved ones now, 10 people can only be there and, they can't pay their respect. So I think that's kind of like sad, you know what I mean? For somebody not to get maybe the memorial service that they honestly deserve, you know?
This one of my mama, her best friend, that's her cousin.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, rest in heaven to Minnie Ross. On to the next topic. Trina. Oh, y'all know she is the baddest. Yes, ma'am. Yes, what is she? South Florida, right? South Florida bad baby, honey. A good bad baby, honey. Yes, honey. Oh, well, she gets a challenge from this raggedy ass Khia. Yes, Khia. Now, I seen this stream, baby. I was paying attention to the blogs on this week, and I got a chance to see that video for myself. And Miss Khia said she has 285 hits, baby.
Where?
That's what she says.
How many?
I have yet to hear but my neck and my back.
Wait, how many she said she had?
285. I think she thought she was on 285. That's what I thought. That's what I was thinking.
She got that neck and back taken care of.
Well, why we ain't never heard of?
I don't know. But here's the response that Trina so lovely had to say to that. Okay. I'm not going to entertain the blogs. I am a person that doesn't have to do all of that. Everybody knows me. I'm the queen. I understand, baby. When you're the queen, you don't come off your throne. So she said, this is called royalty over here. I'm not stepping off my throne. No bum. No chicks that are beneath me. And nobody that has not worked as hard as I've worked for anything. This guy up. We want you to chew on that. Go ahead, honey. Chew. Eat that up. Ain't that what Mother told us in our interview? She said she ate that up. Well, I want Khia. I want her to eat that up, honey, because, honey, Trina serves every chance she gets. Okay?
I can't.
So, we have one last thing that we have to talk about. And, you know, I have been waiting, honey, because, you know, I live for these girls. These Atlanta housewives, baby. You know, I live. Those are my girls, honey. They my friends in my head. Y'all, we friends. We all friends in real life, except Kenya. Y'all can throw her away.
We about to put you on the show.
So, I don't know if you guys, what is this show called that Vivica Fox is on now? They do the little live stream. It's what's the girl from the
I forgot what it's called. Yeah.
Claudia Jordan.
Yeah.
Selena Johnson. And Lisa.
It's on Fox Soul, right?
It's something. And whatever it is, these girls was making these vlogs, baby. They are on the shade room, honey, because they are shading the girls, baby. And they are giving me people what they need, baby. So, here goes Vivica talking her schmackety smack, okay? Guys, Miss Vivica. Vivica Fox trashes the housewife of Atlanta after she trashes her nemesis, Kenya Moore, shutting down any hopes of the pair mending their beef. Well, we all know that Kenya and Nene will never probably be friends ever in life, ever again. Okay? So, here go Vivica staring up the shits, honey. Yeah, you know, Misty Vivica, honey. She ain't got nothing else better to do. I just wish they throw her ass on the damn show, honey, because clearly she wants to hold a peach that bad. Yes, honey, I said it. So, Vivica Fox appeared to she implied, honey, is what she did, that the Real Housewife of Atlanta, Nene Leakes, may be using drugs. Vivica asked the ladies if they had noticed a little before sniffing and rubbing up under her nose. Claudia then asked if Vivica meant hot. And Vivica agreed, but it was clear that Vivica was being messy. So now let me tell y'all my opinion on this, because I seen it. Oh, I seen it. Y'all know I like to follow the food. Yeah. So I seen it for myself. And Miss Vivica basically, you know, tried to imply that Miss Nene was on the baby powder. You know, I'm gonna be nice to, yeah, honey. She was basically, you know, because I guess the way she had reacted apparently at the reunion or whatever the case may be. But here's the thing, aren't those ladies here for a check?
Of course.
Didn't they have to make this reunion epic because they were not in front of each other?
Right.
Vivica, how many people said you was out there doing what you was doing that you ain't had no business doing? So I want to know why you trying to spill tea. And I heard people got good receipts on you, girl.
Yeah.
You said receipts?
Receipt.
And
let me tell y'all something. I do not like Vivica Fox. She is a in real life. And I have a picture with her and I met her. But when I say diva to the core, when I met her, now she was nice to me, but like to people around that may not be as important or, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, wow. Oh,
girl, you're not serving like that. Like, you ain't got no edges. Sit down. Ooh. And your wig line is trash. It is garbage. Your hairline is garbage. Your real hairline is garbage. All of it is just garbage.
What my church fan is garbage.
We just got off the screen.
Have you used that? Baby, don't use that shit. That shit melts, honey. Put no heat on that hair, baby. She melts. She is garbage. Okay?
What my church fan?
I don't know, honey, but I have mine right here with the 12 disciplines on it, right here.
Come on with it, Last Supper.
With the 12 disciplines on it. And she is still garbage. That hair is garbage, honey. She has no reason to talk about anybody, about sniffing, about piffing, about any damn thing. You ask me why? Because she is absolutely garbage, and she's trying to stay relevant. Keep your empire's gone, baby. Find your next check. Ooh. And this is the tea spilled with yours truly, JDR, honey. Yes, ma'am. Get you a piece and get into it.
Y'all kept cutting in and cutting out. So
baby, let me tell you something. What you do need to do is send me these clips, like chop them up. So
you're getting these clips.
Bitch, the way I'm finna serve on Instagram with these hoes, oh, she's gonna be mad, but she's gonna get into it. But your hairline is trash.
Ooh, are you calling her out?
Her hairline is trash.
She's gonna have something to say. You gonna hashtag her?
She can have all to say, honey. I want her to repost and trash me.
Hashtag no edges.
Hashtag the bitch don't have no edges.
Oh.
Hashtag miracle grow. Hashtag stop putting your fucking hair in a ponytail.
Oh,
Hashtag you look a fucking fool. Hashtag get you a piece.
This right now, wouldn't she? Hashtag build a bitch. Oops. Hashtag I was built.
Tip in your face. I can't deal with you.
Baby, I'm just telling you, the girls
Hey,
be
you
quick.
sitting there trying
I'm so sick of her. I'm so sick of Vivica. I don't know why. I just do not like her. I do not like her. I just don't. I think she is full of shit, if you ask me. I think she thinks her shit don't stink, and it does. Mother, it stinks. Stop fucking playing. Like, girl, sit down. Nobody is featuring you since the last Who Could Play That Game, and bitch retired. So retire. Okay?
Brunch.
I hate that shit. I hate that.
What
She
y'all
thinks
come
she that fat,
come
honey. No,
come
ma'am.
sit in your chair so you can do her hair.
You're fired.
They in a throne chair, put a crown on her.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Y'all can't get mad because I'm the queen of shade, honey, and I do.
Why did I hire you?
Look at that makeup is banging.
You hired me because you knew I was going to stir up the shit. That's why. Now, come on here. Hashtag this so Urbanish can get on this mess for me talking this shit about Vivica. Hello?
Okay.
We gonna get into it. Bitch can go back and forth with me all day. I ain't got nothing but time. I'm quarantined.
What's next? what is that?
Hey guys, let's get into one of our newer segment called #War.
What is that? Mortal Kombat song.
This particular hashtag is called #You Got the Right One.
B.I. You should have put that behind it. B.I.
Oh, yes.
B.I. So, what is the craziest thing you've done to someone that's cheated on you, Tiffany?
Bust the back window out the car.
What's the craziest thing that someone has done to you for cheating?
They ain't did that to me.
I want to hear this from Jay.
You just got away with it?
What they do to you for cheating, Jay? You cheated before?
Yeah, but they knew better than that shit.
Exactly.
And if I did cheat, it was because you were already doing doing what you was doing. So, okay.
So you are that type, huh?
No, I ain't that type. I just got even that time.
Okay. So are you the type to slash tires?
I don't slash no tires, but I do like to cut up clothes and shoes and pour bleach on them and possibly do a fire if I feel like it.
I like to see the air go down the tire with like you just stick. All you gotta do is just stick it one time. Like,
and it just
oh yeah, I've done it.
And don't you see the car just go down real nice and slow?
So
Redress. Are you the type to fight? Are you the type to fight the side piece, Redress?
No, I ain't gonna fight the side piece.
You get the side piece and y'all fight the nigga together.
Yeah. Being the side piece in the house cooking dinner, waiting for you to come home.
Yeah, hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Me and the side piece done got a little piece of side together already. How about that?
Okay, so it's a threesome now.
No, it was a twosome.
It's a twosome.
Because you was over there twosoming, so I decided to twosome too.
Oh.
So you don't get to enjoy none of this together. You don't get none of that.
Is that the revenge porn?
I'm not going to record
Somebody has done that to me, though.
Ooh.
Yes.
You got porn out there?
I don't have porn. I had, a little picture.
Okay.
And I had sent this to somebody I was dating. Okay. Or whatever. We had shared swap photos or whatever. And so when I broke up with him for cheating, all of a sudden, I had this page on one of the little apps, and it wasn't me, with the pictures on there. Mm. And I knew it was him because he's the only person I had shared the picture with because I actually took the picture with him there. Mm. And then, on on the app Jack, it give you the mileage, right, of how far and how close people are. So I drives up to where he lives at. It's 0.0.1 miles away. So I asked this bitch, hey, did you make a fake profile of me? No, I didn't. Bitch, I'm at your house.
I'm at your house.
At your house, and now I'm gonna beat your ass.
Oh.
But, I'm not gonna go into any further into that because I did escape without going to Fulton County that day. So I'm not gonna.
And we thank the Lord for that. We thank Him.
Hallelujah.
I'm not gonna implicate myself.
Hashtag evidence.
Hashtag I'm free.
No, it is what it is.
Hashtag self-incrimination.
Hashtag you got the right one.
Okay. Let us know your stories and write, put the symbol hashtag and then write hashtag you got the right one. Leave it on your Facebook, your Twitters, your Instagrams, so that when we search it, we can find it. And then if y'all got some crazy stories, we might repeat them on the next live. So
hey, we just might bring you in and let you tell your story.
Exactly. If it's crazy enough.
That's right.
But don't get implicated though. Don't go to jail.
Yeah, don't go to jail because they gonna snatch you right on off.
Don't tell us that.
Yeah, honey.
No
self-incrimination. Don't give me no names. Don't do none of that.
I don't want to be.
I don't even want no initials.
Not be you've been married for the last 20-some years and you got a story with one of your side pieces. Just don't tell yourself. Just leave it alone. Okay?
Well, first, that means don't get on here and go live because your face is gonna be shown, okay? So you need to call in or something, don't you?
You better have a rabbit mask on or something.
Or something, honey. You better put a hood over your face, honey.
It's quarantine time, so they can wear a mask and get away with it.
Right. We have disguised that voice. You know how they be doing?
Oh, yeah. And blur out the face.
Yeah.
For 25 years.
And then they're going to move over. They're going to move over and then you can see their face real quick.
Didn't you talk about doing something like that before, Tiffany?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Side piece.
Oh, yeah.
I had his baby, and he didn't realize the baby was his brother.
You know what? We should do it. I'm gonna do a segment called Hollywood side pieces.
Let's do it.
That ought to be very interesting.
Hurt. Everybody's face has to be.
I like to talk my stuff. Oh baby. Oh, all they feelings just gonna be just
Hollywood side piece.
Yeah.
And they gotta be sitting in the chair getting their hair done.
Now, I don't want to be that close to them because what I got to say, they gonna want to reach back and slap me. I'm good. Good from talking my crap over this screen right here.
All right, you guys. It has been wonderful being with you guys today as always. Make sure you share this post from our Urbanish page to get our numbers on up there. I hope you guys are staying quarantined and safe despite your stupidity of some of your governors. Yeah, they're stupid because their families aren't out and yours is. Hello. So make sure you follow us on all social media platforms at what it is saying?
Urbanish-digital.
You gotta say it how you say it.
You gave me that wrong.
Because I wasn't expecting you to say my name. Say my name. Say my name.
You better get your piece. Let us find out.
Huh?
You got a little
Urbanish-digital. Huh? What?
Girl, nothing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Tanya can sing.
I didn't know that. I was saying get your piece. And you keep hollering,
Give me a
Us
piece
on our social media platforms Urbanish. Make sure you go on our website, urbanish-digital.com as well. So leave comments, go there for the blogs. And TV is launching soon, Urbanish TV with the rough cut with our host, Chanel B. We get this weekend.
Thank you. You better come on, get it, Daddy. Yes.
I
They can find us where on Indie Central TV station.
Yep.
Channel on the Roku system.
Roku and Amazon Fire.